All right, so you ever watch Frankie's vlogs at all?
Man, I watched some of them. Like I haven't seen them in recently, but
My brother, like, I think I've told him.
Yeah.
My brother follows him on TikTok and is like obsessed with his life a little bit.
wait, really?
Yeah,
That's sick.
I remember like going home, I think the first time on winter break, and my brother was like scrolling through it on his like For You page or whatever, and it was just like, you know, him in the van.
Right.
And I was like, I know that guy. And my brother's like, he did the poggers phase. He was like, you know that guy?
No.
It's like, yeah, we're doing the same thing pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean, he's obviously a bit better, but like, we're doing the same thing.
Right.
And I told him like, yeah, I was in the van once. He's like, you were in the van? It's funny. He's just like spazzing out. It was the first like real interest I've seen in him.
Yeah.
As a like when like first time I've ever seen him interested in like stand up. I was like,
Oh,
ooh.
that's sick. And it's from Frankie.
Yeah, it's
In a van.
It's from Frankie, and then also I think he has seen Kill Tony. Dude, I don't.
We gotta.
You want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it.
We were talking about it at fucking Whiskey Cellar, dude.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I met up with Josh
Yeah.
DeLeon,
Yeah.
friend of the pod. He was like, in his like very, very coy way, it was just like, so, you been watching Andrew Ginsberg? I'm like, shit. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Apparently it was recent, like, what is it, a few weeks ago?
Yeah,
last
the
week?
episode was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh,
That's brutal.
no.
It's brutal. It's like for literally millions of people have seen that.
Oh, fuck.
God. I mean, I bomb all the time. Listen, I bomb at every mic, but you know what? It's like 10, 20 people max.
Yeah. and
Imagine you bomb, and then it's like you got people from like Oklahoma being like, "This guy sucks.
This guy should kill himself.
I don't even have a home. This guy should kill himself."
Some dude in a trailer. This guy should drink too much absinthe and kill himself.
It's so fucked up. Also, dude, whatever. Who gives a fuck about this Tony Hinchcliffe motherfucker's opinion? What do you fucking know, man?
Yeah, I know. It's just, you know what it is? It's because he's like, you know, just famous.
Famous.
That's it. But like, oh my fucking God, dude. Because I've seen this guy. This guy's a nice guy.
Very
I've like
nice.
talked to him.
I think he's funny too.
Yeah,
I've seen him do those jokes, and they did great.
Yeah, fuck it. I think he's a good comic. He
Yeah.
just had a bad night.
Bad night, bad set.
Oh, fuck. And then the fact that we were watching it, like, we were watching UFC, right?
Yeah.
And then we're like, you guys hear about the fucking injury? And we switched to that. I feel like the UFC was less brutal. And there was,
Yeah.
like, blood involved.
I know. They're like, like people's faces were like, their nose were bent different. We were like, God, I can't watch this fucking comedy shit, right?
Dude,
We're going to watch an interview. It was brutal.
Yeah, the interview was probably the worst thing.
Just kept on going and go. And I don't know, man. I wanted him to, of course he was giving him chances to redeem himself, but like, I mean, when you get rattled that hard, man, it's impossible to come back.
You can't come back.
No, and it wasn't helping that he was like just shitting on him in the New York comedy scene. It's like, shit pissed me off,
Yeah,
man.
first of all, he's like shitting on his hometown, right? Fucking like New Jersey or whatever.
Yeah.
That whole like New York metro area. And then on top of that, it's like when Tony said, why don't you do your best joke for us? That's not to place the blame on Ginsberg, but that's like a clear trap. You just don't say anything.
No,
dude.
that's like such a because like now the expectation's like, oh, this is gonna be his best, and his style isn't like 30 seconds my best joke.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even a minute my
No.
best joke. It's like, dude, it's like he's like a real structured
Yeah.
classic comic.
You
dude.
build no comics like here's my best joke in a minute. I mean, I don't even if your best joke is 30 seconds long, unless you're like Dimitri Martin or a one-liner, it's like that's not your best joke.
That's
man.
not your best joke.
There's so much context to build up to it. It's so frustrating to see.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, the reason I bring up Frankie was because like I was thinking about how he talks in his videos, and I was like, what if like the U.S. government did that with like the fall of Afghanistan? What? Like I was like, and we propped up a government that was ineffective, and then we got the hell out of there.
And we invited their opium poppy seeds, not illegal.
Not illegal. And then
like
I did not
I
trade
did not-
heroin on the.
I did not trade heroin. Yeah. I think it's kind of making me laugh that your brother's like, well, the guy in the van for your brother. Like the two coolest things that are happening in a van is Frankie and probably like Bang Bus. Those are the two.
That's what it is.
It's funny, like those are the two things that are like really cool things to happen in a van. I think.
Just Frankie and the toolbox murderers. Like, that's it, dude. Why the fuck? I don't know. He's interested in that. He's also like, you should post your clips or whatever. I don't want to get too deep into fucking stand up, but it's like, I know I have to at some point.
I know. I just don't. Truth be told, dude, I just know jokes that are like really sticking recently. So if I posted a clip and I want to post clips all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We are not coming up with jokes fast enough to be doing
exactly, dude. Exactly. We're not like Jamie Wolf with this shit, dude.
No, dude. There's no chance.
We're definitely, like I was watching, my dad sends me a lot of Jerry Seinfeld clips. That's their guy. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's funny to be, because we make fun of him constantly.
Yeah, it's funny he said, one of the clips, Kramer, I didn't sleep with a 17-year-old.
You know the thing is like 1738?
Yeah.
You see that shit? Yeah, dude.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Him doing that. I'm like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hello.
He's like on a park bench. Sit your pretty ass when you came in the door. And I get high with my baby. All right, sorry.
Baby! Elaine! Kramer!
What was I fucking talking about?
She's my trap queen!
George. Jerry, she's my trap queen! Fuck, Seinfeld is such a good show, but like Jerry Seinfeld is like probably honestly like unintentionally funny more than he is intentionally funny, I feel like.
He's built weird too, man. The older he gets, the weirder I feel like he kind of looks.
Yeah, my parents are gonna see him, and guess how much they fucking paid?
$300.
$300.
Really?
$300, I think each. Each, dude.
It's probably more than they would spend on anything for you.
Exactly. Isn't that kind of a fucking sad thing, dude?
Well, I mean, it is Jerry Seinfeld, but
like, let's say that like out of like some miracle happens and I'm able to play the fucking, I don't know, Alameda Comedy Club in the East Bay. Tickets there are probably like $20, if that. They're gonna be like, it's like an hour away. I'm not coming to fucking see you. But like they're gonna go. There's like a venue near our house called the Mountain Winery. Have you heard about this?
Yeah. It's like I saw the Beach Boys there.
The Beach, like classic boomer arena acts play there, Jerry Seinfeld included. So they're all gonna go and see him. Anyways, the point is that like
it is a bunch of like it is like old boomer people that go there.
It is.
There's no like Echo 2K at the Mountain Winery.
Dude, my dad was like, he does not stop talking about the acts that he's seen there. He's like, I saw the Rolling Stones, and let me just say, Mick Jagger still has it, right? I watched it, dude. He does not.
He's the most.
He can barely stand. He's like,
I can't get no.
And then like at some point he was just like. It's like, at some point Mick Jagger, get this, he goes off the stage and then Keith Richards, the guitarist, plays his own songs. Isn't that cool? Isn't that nice of Mick Jagger to do? I'm like, Mick Jagger's tired, you idiot. Are you fucking dumbass, dude?
He's like, I need 10. Tio, tag me out.
I need cocaine break. Some bullshit like that, dude.
Yeah.
I love this.
Cocaine in a Dayquil.
Anyways, the reason I bring up Jerry Seinfeld is the fact that he sent me a clip, and it was like it was like a New York Times kind of like op-ed sort of. They're interviewing him.
Oh, is it him writing a joke?
It's him writing a joke.
I've seen it.
You've seen that as like
the Pop-Tart joke.
Yeah, and he's like, I've been writing this for 2 years, and then he reads it, and it's like the worst thing ever. It's the fucking worst joke. It's like Cal can make a fucking better joke than this in 30 seconds than you ever could, dude. Dumbass.
Yeah. So, Cal is pretty amazing, though. I mean, to be fair. I mean, Jerry Seinfeld doesn't have shit on that guy.
I feel like,
Cal, legitimately, though, he blows me away. I'm like, my God, you're a great joke.
I saw him at 4K, and I'm like, I gotta fucking quit. This is bad.
I saw him, I was like, I gotta lock in. I gotta write this goddamn Jerry Seinfeld Pop-Tart joke to compete, dude. But dude, I saw him at the cover just ripping yesterday with new stuff. Goddamn.
Fuck, he's gonna watch. He listens to this. He's gonna listen to it.
We love you, Cal.
We love you, Cal. He's like the only like consistent listener, I feel.
Is that true?
My girlfriend stopped listening. My girlfriend firmly stopped listening.
100%.
She's like, I don't like it when you bring me up. I'm like, ooh.
Well, now that you're not listening.
Sex stuff.
Yeah, I fingered her belly button.
Where is it? I don't know where holes go. But anyways. This is something that I wanted to get your opinion on.
Yeah.
Not to just completely derail the fuck.
But wait, before we move on, Jerry Seinfeld did release his pop. I saw it on Netflix. His Pop-Tart thing.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it, but I saw it and I was like, "This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen."
I do want to see one scene, which is like with Bill Burr as JFK. I feel like that would be kind of yeah. They made him JFK.
Are we gonna like have him die in the fucking shit?
It's like
fucking Boston.
He gets like shot in the head. It's like it's brutal, just brutal. So, he's like, I think he's in the Oval Office and he's like yelling at like the people from fucking Kellogg's or something. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's like, I want a Pop-Tart or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I fucking saying?
Before I cut you off so rudely for that.
Oh, dude. Okay. So I feel like native New Yorkers, right? And again, we are like fucking transplants.
100%, yeah.
Who are on, their land or whatever. But fucking...
What, like they're Native Americans?
I don't know.
Would they do a land acknowledgement to all the native New Yorkers?
My ancestors founded this bodega full of pop chips. That was a gay of me to say.
Zins.
And Zins. And $15 pre-rolls that make you scared. Or
way too scared.
Way too scared. Why do I keep buying this shit?
I don't know.
Dude,
It's crazy to me they're like selling shrooms at Washington Square Park.
Yeah. Remember? Oh my God. Did I fucking tell you about this?
Oh, you got gypped on the fucking...
First of all, yeah, I did get gypped because he charged me $60 for, what is it? Like...
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like a chocolate bar?
No, it was like a little tiny packet. And I think... Okay, I'm messing up the fucking unit conversion, but it's like either 1 ounce or 1 gram. It's supposed to be $1. So like 30 grams for $30, right?
Oh, okay.
I think he gave me 20 for 60.
Hey.
Yeah.
You like that, white boy? You like him scared?
I got chipped so hard. And I was buying it and I'm just like, I'm not a racist at all. Like he's like black and I'm like, this is fine. Give me the
Okay, sorry, anyway.
Anyways, I hopped a turnstile, right?
Yeah.
And it like I was so high because we also smoked that $15 pre-roll.
Yeah.
In the park in front of the cop car, which pretty cool.
Yeah. Was this with Charlie?
This was with Charlie, yeah.
And then so funny.
Charlie was like, it was so funny because he did not want to stay in New York at that point.
No.
And we're just like, let's show you what New York has to offer.
Yeah, we just got him unbelievably high.
Just buying drugs in the park and just getting shit faced.
Dude, we got so high when we were like, you should break up with your girlfriend.
Yeah. We said that.
I know, just the worst thing to say when we're high.
And that's the worst thing for him to hear.
Yeah, I know.
Like, do you think I should? Like, he was like, I think it was the most receptive he was.
Like, I don't really feel so good right now. We're like, you're not really in love. Stay here. That's such a terrible thing to do to a friend. He's just unbelievably high, and his best friends are just telling him to make a terrible life decision.
Oh my God, yeah. And also, like, let's be real here. Both of us are kind of following our dreams.
Yes.
The last time I texted him, I'm like, he's doing better than us, I feel.
Yeah?
Yeah, he has a house, he has a dog.
That is awesome.
Fuck.
I thought the dog died.
They get a new dog already, dude?
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Has it been that long since I talked to him? Fuck. Anyways, so native New Yorkers, right? I feel like either they're like, generally pleasant, like fucking Josh DeLeon, right? He's from Queens.
Yeah.
Or they're like easily the most irritating people I've ever seen in my life, dude. Okay, I don't know. It was I remember I was walking after we were playing basketball, right, in Rodney Park North. I was walking to the J.
Yeah.
And I saw like this couple, clearly, locals, and they both sounded and looked like Action Bronson.
Oh no.
They're like, I'm tired of fucking talking to you about this shit. I was like, it's so bad, dude. And then like the other time I was on the A train and there was like a lady with like a flannel and like a
That was
Yankee
it? They just talk like Action Bronson.
They're talking like Action Bronson.
I was imagining him doing like they're talking in conversation, but it's only referencing like food. It's like,
get me pregnant. Bullshit like couple
you
talk.
get me pregnant, I fill you up like linguine. I pasta. He was always doing food bars, but broccoli sauce.
Shoot my Alfredo across your face. Onto your bikini.
Ooh, all right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Whenever we want to have sex, we're always tomato saucing down there. I don't know. That's not even an Action Bronson. That's a Brooklyn Italian guy. But
get your girl into the public pool. Then I eat her ass like it's fucking gabagool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, I was thinking about that while you were talking to me, and I wasn't listening to you.
Okay, that's good. I missed completely. I tried to do a period tomato sauce reference, and it didn't even do the right accent. I'm bad with voices.
Fuck.
Anyway, who's the other local people that you hated?
I can't believe I tried to move on from that as quickly as possible. That is insane. And okay, so I was on the A train, right?
Yeah.
And there was a lady with a Yankees hat and like a flannel and Tim's, literally like the most stereotypical New Yorker fit.
So tough.
And then there was like this.
Wait. Yankee hat, flannel, Tim's.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was sitting.
No
on,
pants.
No pants. Just panties. Yeah. I'm from New York. This is how we dress.
She's got a 50 Cent album cover over her vagina.
Yeah, just bare ass on the subway fucking chair, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's like sitting on it's baggy jeans.
Yeah.
So like she's sitting on the bench on the A train, and so this guy, it was this guy and this girl that were like together, and the girl was like sitting down, and the guy was like, there's a seat next to the I don't know if I can explain this correctly, but like basically there was a free seat, right?
Yeah.
And there was there's a New York girl, and then there was the guy's girl, right?
Yeah.
And so the guy came up to the New York girl, and he was like, excuse me. He's like Chinese, and he didn't have like a good grasp of English. And he's like, excuse me, can you get up so I can like sit next to my wife or whatever? And then, like, out of nowhere, she's just like, I'm not going to fucking move for you, man. You a fucking transplant. You don't know the rules, bro. And I'm like, there's a rule for not getting up on this on the fucking Who cares, dude? Just get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. And then he like, sits down, and then she starts explaining the rules.
So she did get up.
No, she didn't get up.
Oh.
He just sits down next to her.
Oh, okay.
So between him and his wife is just like the weirdest New York girl ever. They're trying to like talk across from her. It's like, what do you want for dinner? I'm not fucking talking to you. I ain't fucking talking to you, man. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shit, bro. But anyways,
dead ass be these Chinese motherfuckers keep on coming over.
These Chinese motherfuckers, y'all ruined Chinatown. That was our place. Y'all motherfuckers gentrified it.
It's a Chinese lady who's just speaking like that. It's a native Asian. Yeah, it's Aquafina. What you talking about?
Yo, dead ass, I'm about to knock your shit out, cuz Jalen Brunson.
He's the king of New York.
There's a new king of New York every few years.
It is every couple days there's a new king of New York.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Jalen Brunson's always my king.
I think the new king of New York, actually, BVN. Do you see that New Yorkers thing about
so
it?
Sick.
We're back, dude. The boys are back.
The boys are back.
Anyways, I just wanted to say, it's like, it was funny because he like sat down next to her, right? And then she starts explaining the rules.
Yeah.
It was weird.
What were the rules?
The rules is like, don't look motherfuckers in the eye when you're talking to them.
Okay.
Is that I've never heard that ever.
Pretty good rule, actually.
Don't look homeless people in the eye. That's a good.
No.
That's a good.
Don't
rule.
look anyone in the eye.
Don't look anybody in the eye.
Don't look anyone in the eye.
Just like, how are you gonna tutor people like over the Zoom thing?
You're
not gonna look at them.
I was looking at the keyboard the entire time, like, yeah, this looks great. This is really good.
And then they're gonna think like, does Cooper have a
No, in the subway. In the subway, you're not supposed to look at people.
Yeah, subway, you're not supposed to look at people. Actually.
Okay, what was the next rule? I'm agreeing with this.
That's okay. What was the next rule? I can't even remember.
I kind of agree. Like, if you have a seat on the subway, that's your seat. Unless it's like a mother with a child's, or like an old person who, like, if they had to stay on the train, their knees would just blow up. Like, unless they're that old, that's your seat. I actually agree with this New Yorker a little bit.
I agree with her on principle. I feel like, you shouldn't give up your seat for anybody who isn't old or pregnant.
Right.
But like, have a little fucking decorum, I feel. Just don't yell at like a foreigner.
No. Yeah. No.
This is New York.
This is New York, baby.
I make immigrants feel unsafe. This is New York.
This A-Train's Ellis Island. Where are your forms and papers, baby? Come on, give them to me.
The forms and papers is dollar bills. She's like robbing him.
Give me your shit. Pay up. Give me the fee.
First rule in New York, give me your wallet.
Second rule in New York, get yourself some Timbs. Come on, what are you in, sandals right now? Grow up.
You probably can't get Timbs now. I just robbed you. Wait for your paycheck to come in and shit,
Third rule, direct deposit. No more checks. No, but okay, hold on. So she was sitting in the middle.
She was sitting in the middle.
And she could have just scooted down maybe.
Yes.
All right, now I'm on the Chinese people side a little bit.
Yeah.
As much as it pains me to say.
The Korean-Chinese rivalry.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if you have a seat and like, can I sit with my? I guess I would scoot over. But if it's like, okay, if it's a packed seat, it's like 3 people on that thing, and they're like, can you get up so I can sit next to my wife? Like they take your seat. I'm against that. I'm not pro that.
If it's a packed seat, then I would agree with her.
Yeah.
I mean, even
but it was just you, her, and these 2 Chinese people on the train.
We were alone on the train.
Oh my god!
Which is funny because like the Chinese couple could have also just got
up to a
moved.
different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like they're probably on a trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, or like they're from Chinatown and they've lived there their entire life. That I think both of those things are bad. Because like one is like, okay, this person is being rude to me and I don't know how to talk to them. Or like B, it's like I've lived here my life too.
Yeah.
That sucks. Speaking of people that I just thought of this.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who've lived in New York their entire life, I've definitely told you about the story.
Okay.
But okay, so when I first moved to New York, it was like 2022. It was same time. And I was living on the Upper East Side in like a rat fucking infested studio. It sucked. And I only knew you, and you were like, an hour train ride away. And I didn't have any friends. I had no family, no girlfriend even. I was just fucking alone every day. And I'd go days without like not talking to anybody, like even like I'd have like a fucking hybrid job that I ended up getting laid off from.
Right.
So like I'd go through.
Your bounce back was low key crazy though.
Right.
You got laid off and then you got a new job, dude, and you got a girlfriend.
I know. It's all gonna come crashing back down eventually, dude.
You're living in a bubble right now, buddy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the stock market is gonna fucking collapse.
Yeah, you're the Lehman Brothers. It's about to get shit for you.
I'm fucking Moody's right now. I'm Enron. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. So I remember I went to a mic, bombed bad, and I remember going out all the way to Tiny Cupboard to do mics because I was too afraid to go anywhere else.
Yeah, so far from the Upper East too.
So far, and I was on the Uptown Q.
Yeah.
Going back home, and I was just depressed. And then this old lady like asks me for the time. It's like an old Jewish Upper East Side lady, right?
Oh, did you walk her? Is this the one where you walked her home? Or something?
Yeah. So she was like, "Do you have the time?" Right? And I was just like, "Oh, it's 7:23."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm reading a book about Oskar Schindler." She just had it in her. And I was like, "Oh, word!" And she's like, "It's his biography, but it's not. The movie's not based on it, so I'm learning more about him." And I was like, "Oh, word!" And I just struck up a conversation with him. And she was I think she said that, and I was like kind of dumbfounded. And then she was like kind of struggling to relate to me or whatever. And she was like, "He was so ugly, I gotta say." And I was like, "Yeah, he wasn't that good looking of a person because I've seen a picture of him."
Sure.
And I was like, he wasn't like Liam Neeson, wasn't he?" And she was like, "No, he wasn't. No, he was." Like she was like very sincere.
Yeah.
And we just talked about the Holocaust like loudly.
Oh my god!
On the train for everybody. It's a packed train.
Yeah.
And she was like, 6 million, can you believe it? And I'm like, no, actually.
That's what you should come up as a Holocaust denier.
I think it was 271,000. That's the number that like white supremacists use, by the way.
What? 271,000?
Well, you were telling me about this, right? Wasn't there like a Holocaust denier that you know?
Yeah, not denier per se.
But it wasn't that bad.
He was like, the number seems high.
That's what he said. It's like the 6 million is like, how did they use the ovens for all those people? But like, yeah, they
crazy conversation.
They always say 271,000, right?
Okay, sure.
Which is also funny because they're like,
it's such a weird number.
It's not only a weird number, it's still very high.
A lot of people.
Very
it's like
high,
250,000 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, 6 million is a bit too high. But that's a crazy number.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I saying? We were just talking about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
She's like, 6 million? And I'm like, I know, such a terrible tragedy. And she's like, what did she say? She said something that like kind of was like weird. I think she asked like, "Are you a Jew?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Oh."
Really?
I think she's like, "Am I talking to a fucking goy about this shit?"
Yeah.
It's like, I think she thought I was a Jew initially.
Really?
And I think felt not compelled, but like comfortable.
Yeah, you were like
opening up to.
She thought you were a Jew.
I think so, dude. had like my hair was pretty curly
Yeah,
then too.
curly hair.
Curly hair. I look like a not Ashkenazi, but rather like a Mizrahi. I don't know why. What does that look like? I have no idea.
I mean, you look like you.
We gotta get Max on the phone, see what he thinks.
You look like you got stuck in a tanning bed for a little long, maybe, and then
just like a resort in Tel Aviv or something.
I think you're just dark for a Jew. That's my takeaway. Really.
That's true. I do look like I am Jewish, but I get stopped at like the checkpoints in Israel.
Right.
You know? Like, what are you?
What is this, huh?
I don't want to say too much.
What the hell's going on with this guy?
What the hell's going on? She like, I don't know. I was like, I just kept on engaging with her, and it was like truly one of the, to this day. I mean, I have like a girlfriend. I like comedy's doing better now.
Yeah.
Still one of the best moments I've ever had in my entire life was like, I just had a shit fucking year, a whole year of just not talking to people. And
yeah, kind of like a surreal moment where it's like, you know, it's like you kind of forget. Everyone's kind of like standoffish, and then you can talk to someone, and it's like, oh, the Holocaust happened.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, the Holocaust.
The Holocaust. No, but I think it's like everyone's kind of, you know, standoffish in the city, but at the end of the day, if you get to meet people, they're usually pretty nice and genuine. So
yeah. Also, I feel like I was thinking about I don't know if I wanted to make this into a bit because it does seem a bit sexist, but like, you know, young girls in New York City, very standoffish. I feel very like
New Yorker young girls, or just young girls in general.
Young girls in New York.
Okay.
They're like, what do you bring to the table? Right?
Yeah.
Like, what's your deal? You know what I mean? Old women in New York, autistic to the point where it's probably dangerous for them to be. They just engage with anybody.
Yeah.
Like because on the Upper East Side, right? I'd go to fucking Gristedes, which is like a fucking grocery store for old people, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I just walk.
What does that mean? Like,
what?
What do you mean grocery store for old people?
They just, sell like only fish and bread and shit. You know what I mean? It's like
the things that Jesus made.
They just had a whole aisle for like locks. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's I was walking around, and then like old ladies would be like, "Can you believe the price of this dish soap?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I can't, dude."
Yeah.
They were kind of like the saving grace a little bit.
That is a really interesting point. I was in the park near like in Chelsea. I was riding with some people, and I was with Rachel Darvish, shout out the Darster, and Michael Bartlett.
0 Darv 30.
0 Darv 30. And we're just sitting there, and we're trying to talk about bits, and this lady comes up to us, this old lady, and it was a really beautiful day, but it was starting to get a little, the sun was coming down. She's like, wow, I'm really glad I brought my jacket, because it's getting so cold now. It was hot before. Like, just out of nowhere, just talking about the weather. And we're all three of us are just sitting there going, yeah, it's good. It's getting kind of chilly now. She goes, yeah, it's this weather. You don't know. Like, she's really just trying to go into this weather. You don't know. And she's getting lost in her own sentences. And I think I said, I was like, oh, it's good that like you brought the jacket because if it gets warmer again, you can take it off or whatever. She goes, oh, take it off. You're gonna have to pay for that.
Damn, dude, she got jokes.
Yeah, she started like kind of flirt a little bit, and then we were like, oh, see you naked. I don't know why. We were like, oh, I bet we want to see you naked. We didn't say that word for word, but basically that's what the transaction was. She goes, you kids. Just rocks, dude. It does rock. Old people are very open and will talk to you. And man, that was weird that she did that. Yeah. But
what is she gonna? Yeah. What would she expect? Just like you being like, I want to fuck the dentures out of your face. You kids.
You kids these days.
Kids these days. But like, yeah, no. I think what it is that they spend most of their lives, just being a bit like, standoffish. Like, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
Right? And then when the clock's starting to run out, they're like, I haven't talked to anybody.
No. And it's like, also, it's like, there's so much interesting things you can meet and talk about to people. Like,
yeah.
There are people all over with such interesting jobs and...
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Pretty much it. I'm starting to see young girl in New York's point.
We just go full circle. We're like, don't talk to anyone, actually. Everyone's pretty shitty, but...
Yeah. One time, like, this is what's happened now. I'm starting to understand them a little bit. Because, like, now that I have a girlfriend, I'll, like, be walking. I do tell you this all the time, and you're like, shut the fuck up. But, like, sometimes I do forget that I'm a bit handsome, right?
Yeah, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I was like, a girl will, like, smile. Once every month, a girl will smile at me on the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a
like a chimpanzee death stare, dude.
Clink. Like Kodak Black.
Yeah, peep this shit, cuz. I'm like, ooh, nice day to you too.
My lady.
Do a fucking imaginary fedora to my ASAP furry.
Oh, girly.
Anyways, yeah, once a month, and it's not,
Yeah, that rocks.
But like, it used to be like, all right, that's my fucking interaction with the opposite sex for the year, right?
Yeah.
That's what it would used to be. But
if that happened to me, so like a girl smiled at me on the street very intentionally, I'd be like, immediately be like, ooh, good heavens, sir,
you are bold. It's like that Louis C.K. thing.
Finger high.
May I finger high?
That's so crazy.
But now that like when I see a girl walking down the street and they smile at me, I get mad a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, you had your fucking chance, dude. Dumbass.
I'm off the sale. I'm off the shelf now.
Yeah. Not really. That'd be hilarious.
I'm taking applications, just some backups, but
yeah, just like I need to hedge my bets. I am not Enron.
Listen, we're scouting 2 to 3 years. You never know.
Speaking of fucking financial collapses, dude, like Enron. Okay, do you remember the FTX thing like a while back?
Yeah.
I don't understand what happened, and if you know what happened,
I don't.
Please, yeah.
I just know like the main guy was like fucking this weird girl, and they were like in a polycule.
That's all I know. I know that one.
And they like all look kind of weird, and
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
they were all fucking each other.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think he was like fucking.
They were like Fleetwood Mac of Fleetwood Mac. Cryptocurrency.
They were Fleetwood Mac of fraud, dude. I don't want to know where this money is going to.
Bum. Listen to the wind blow. FTX.
Watch my stocks drop. Anyways, fucking, what was I saying? I remember that tweet where it's like, imagine risking it all for this.
Yeah.
It's a picture of the girl's face.
That's fucked up. That's crazy. 60,000 people liked it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, imagine like going to jail and then like you're asking your lawyer like, what's the public response to this? And they're like, they're all flaming you right now, dude.
Damn, they're getting your ass.
They got your ass, low key. From your lawyer, he has a briefcase. They got your ass, cuz.
Look at all these quote tweets with the laughing emoji 17 times in a row. They're cooking you.
Justin Bieber retweeted, cuz. Anyways, the point is that there's a person from my fucking hometown that got caught up in that shit and arrested.
Wait, what?
Seriously,
like our age?
Yeah, it was like he was 27, I think.
Wow.
He went to MIT and then he became like a quant fucking analyst for this place. You could have had, a multi-million-dollar lifestyle.
Right.
You could have been set for life. And he kind of like threw it all away on a bad bet. So like I feel like, but I've heard. I don't know if this is like funny or not. I heard that some of my friends back home, their parents would like hang out with the guy's parents as well.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, so, how's your son doing? Like, they just ask him. They'd ask them point blank. Like,
is he fucking this ugly bitch? Look at this on Twitter, right? Look at this girl.
They were running a train on this fucking Gollum,
dude. They're old. They have it like the tweet printed out on paper. It's not even on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, we have multiple copies. Take this home. Show it to people.
He's like, Dad, I'm going to jail. He's like, all right, that's fine. We'll just wait for you. He's like, also, I've been fucking this bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of this house.
You're not our son anymore. We disown you for that. It's crazy. Dude, I mean, okay, obviously ugly people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say she's just like weird looking.
Very, not, fetal alcohol syndrome is not the correct analogy, I would say.
But I saw, like on Twitter, I'm always on, or X or whatever, I'm always on that. And every once in a while on my timeline, there'll just be like a picture of this beautiful girl that I'll never meet or see in my life.
Word. And
it's like them doing a selfie, and I like genuinely like, it destroys me. I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing it and I'm like, oh. Today I saw a picture of this girl, and I like took a deep breath out. I was like, this is stupid. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, what is it?
Because it's like, I don't think it's unbelievable the amount of attractive people you can see on a daily basis in my room. It's too much, and it does bad things to my brain.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, what the? Who is this?
Yeah, and also,
fuck you for introducing me to this person's face that I have to think about now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the fact that you just have access to these very attractive people.
Very
just
attractive.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cliche to be like, at the touch of a button, you can watch porn and all this shit, like with the smartphone. But it's like, dude, the psychological effect of that is just, it has to be so fucking damaging.
It's crazy. You know? I'm like, I can't believe these beautiful people are like living the same life I'm living. Like, you know what I mean? I woke up on this earth. I woke up this morning and had a shitty fucking opening shift at my coffee shop, and then I tutored and fucking I was beat and exhausted. And then somewhere in Chicago, there's the most beautiful girl in the world, and it destroys me.
Yeah, and also, like, you know, when those people have like OnlyFans or whatever, dude, one time I like stumbled onto this fucking account, and it was like this girl who, like, you know, showing the goods, whatever the fuck.
Right.
And would also, like, make clips of, like, her just, like, dancing on, like, a Lamborghini that she bought with her OnlyFans money.
Wow.
And it's like, I can't believe, like, we're on the same globe, dude.
It's like, that rocks for them so much. It's just, here's what it is. It's like, one, seeing that many hot people, I don't know what it does. Psychologically, I think that messes me up, because I'm like, I can't believe, like, we're the same. What it is like, I can't believe we're the same humans. Like, you're a human and I'm a human, because I look in the mirror and I'm like, what? Okay, I got like a thing, I got like a certain thing going on.
Yeah.
And then I look at this person and I'm like, we can't be the same Homo sapien. Like, she's something else. She's a...
And you know she kind of thinks that.
Yes.
Like, you are inferior to me is what it
like, and it thinks. Just, I'm like, that's unreal.
Yeah. Rooftop Korean.
You're rioting and protecting your store with guns.
Let those black and Mexican people loot your store. What the fuck?
And I'm like, yes, Queen, whatever you want me to do, Queen. Anyway.
They can have these pop chips.
Take them, please. And then we'll talk about the Holocaust and the Q trade.
Well, not to be the fucking actually guy, but, you know, a lot of those pictures are, like, edited, filtered, and, like,
not my Twitter.
You refuse to.
Dude, Twitter, the algorithm knows too well. It sends me pictures of, like, girls with, like, 150 likes on the photo. That's it.
Oh,
so it's like,
shit.
It's like a raw, authentic pic, and I'm like... Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this point. I'm stumbling too much.
Post like a very low quality like GIF of you in the comments being like, awesome sauce. Just like the impact text.
Rocking hard.
Rock hard. Can you send voice memos on X? I should.
Oh my god, I should just like be like, I love you, I need you, or it's whatever. I'm
stroking my shit. I got lotion on my dick right now. Stroking my shit.
I got lotion on my shit. I'm stroking my shit right now. This is the other thing. This is the only thing that's going on in my life that is kind of exciting. I officially told my boss I'm quitting my barista job. Boom.
Yes.
Boom.
So what's the? Are you going in a two?
Oh, first of all, he watched.
He watched the podcast.
Dude, I came into work on Sunday, and he's like, "Cooper, man, I watched your podcast, man." I was like, "What?" So yeah, you're two guys in like a bedroom or something. I was like, he was pretty funny, man. I'm like, no way you watched that. I called my job on the podcast, the Dick Sucking Factory. I was like, David, you can't be watching this, man.
Yeah, I remember that episode. You were just like disheveled and tired. Like, just got done with my shift at the Dick Sucking Factory. Like, you were just angry and sad, dude.
Oh my god! But yeah, I told my boss anyway, and end of the month is when I'm quitting.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, very excited. And does this make me a coward? I just don't want to work there anymore.
That's fine.
That's fine?
I fantasize about that
okay.
shit.
I don't know if that's like... I feel like I'm like kind of taking a pussy way out where I'm like, I don't really... I'm just like, I've had my time. I've had my run. And I think I'm going to go back into the 9 to 5, so to speak.
Nice.
So.
Have you got something lined up?
No. A lot of manifesting going on.
Well, I'm not sure how this process plays out, but like, what if you try to get like more clients for the tutoring thing? Hold you out while you look for a job, while you can determine your own hours or whatever.
I have been thinking about that. The clientele stuff, it's hard. Last time I tried to put up posters, I just got prank calls a bunch. I put up posters all over the Upper East and West Side on my bike, and I was like, put up 20 posters. And I was like, this is exciting. I'm gonna get some calls for some people who like want me to be their tutor. Nah, just a bunch of like middle schoolers and high schoolers with an agenda.
Oh fuck! What was the funniest thing?
I just had a girl be like, call me and be like, I'm autistic. No. She goes, I have an autistic son. And I heard her friends laughing in the background. Then I was like, it's over.
You know what we should do? We should do prank calls on the show.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be hilarious. It's like also that is not a funny joke to just be like I have an autistic son.
It's not.
Isn't that funny?
No, it's not. But at the time, I was like biking. I picked up biking over like the Williamsburg Bridge, and I was like so excited I was like, oh my god, it's a tutoring prospect, and immediately I could tell it's a prank call, and I just had to sit there and take it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because
it could be something.
Because it could be someone's autistic son.
Yeah.
She was like, I have an autistic son, and I was like, it's a prank call for sure. But I was like, well, tell me about your son. And then she just hung up. So she got my ass.
Yeah, that would be funny if like you were the one who laughed.
Well, actually, the funniest thing, because I guess that one's not as funny. It's more sad. But the funniest one is I had an old lady call me and be like, hey, I saw your poster. And I was like, oh, are you interested in tutoring? She goes, no. Do you know about those posters? You're littering.
You're littering.
You're littering.
It's the Oscar Schindler lady.
I talked to
Oscar
this Jew
would never
on the
do this. Oscar would never do this. You know, these papers flying through the streets, they remind me of my ancestors' ashes.
Okay, that's all we're going to do. Goodbye. Bye.